Hey everybody, Johnny B. Good here. Welcome to Omaha, Nebraska. Today is Saturday, April 5th, 2014. Local time here is 2:11 p.m. Temperature according to Blue is 58 degrees. And a couple of things that I missed earlier. Let me ask your opinion on something, okay? My reasoning for not getting up at 12:30 in the morning is this. Let's say I get up at 12:30 in the morning, but I only have 14 hours available, right? Or 1375. So conceivably by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, I'm done. Well, let's just suppose, so it's easier to understand this, okay? Let's do this. Let's just say I started driving at midnight, got done at exactly at noon. 10 hours later, it's 10 p.m. It's not like I can go and drive right after that, because I am at the mercy of the midnight. I have to wait until midnight to be able to drive. Supposed to, if I had 70 hours available, or anything close to that, let's say I had 20 hours. Well, I take my 10, I drive my 11, do my 10-hour break. 10-hour break could still be in the same date. I can legally drive again, right? Because I have the available hours to drive it. But as I said, even if I did get up at 12:30, I would still have to wait until midnight the next day to be able to drive again. Would you agree? I mean, what would that accomplish? And I don't know, it just seems like the way I'm doing it, I'm driving the better hours, safety wise. It seemed like from 2 to 4 o'clock is what I call my dead zone. That's when I'm dead tired. I can't do from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock or 4:30. No matter how much sleep I get, that's just I don't know. It's just me. Welcome to Nebraska, everybody. I had something else. Oh, yeah. Okay, I am on E-Log. Sandy is up and running again. And Sandy's all working fine. E-Log's working good. But here's the thing. Sandy doesn't know my real hours. Because Sandy thinks I still have 70 hours. In fact, Sandy right now thinks I have like 60 hours, because Sandy's been off duty for the last couple of weeks, or in this case 34 hours. So Sandy thinks I just had a reset. So that is why I had to do my recap on a piece of paper and drive it log it as the e-log, but do the recap on a piece of paper. And I'm gonna have to continue doing that until I get a complete reset again with Sandy. Otherwise, those two will never match. I know it's annoying, right? You should be able to manually put in your hours, or the very least safety should be able to do that. You know, they should be able. I can understand why you couldn't input your own hours in there, because if you did, I would imagine a lot of drivers would falsify it. But for crying out loud, I think your safety department should be able to go in there and input your hours for the last for the last 7 days. That way it will catch up. But unfortunately, my safety department told me that they can't even do that. So once again, thanks for Jess Barrett for suggesting the recap application on the smartphone. That was really nice. As many of you know, math is not my forte, or, well, let's just say numbers are like spaghettis. Okay, also, for those of you who are new in the channel, I thought I'd do a little bit of a reintroduction. For those of you who are been here a while, bear with me. Some of you have wondered and questioned to where I'm from, where my accent is from. I was born and raised in the Philippines, in the island of Mindanao, in the city of Cagayan de Oro City, the city of golden friendship. But I was raised in the island, the small island of Camiguin Island. My father is an American-German descent. My mother is, of course, Filipina. By the way, a little bit of a educational background, or so you guys would know. Male Filipinos are called Filipino. Female Filipinos are called Filipina. And I am married to a Filipina, and so is Jess Barrett. Jess is married to a Dr. Filipina. Right, Jess? And I tell you what, they are the best. They are very kind, understanding, loyal. Just don't get caught cheating, because they're very handy with sharp objects. And that's all I got to say about that. Back in 1991, or actually, the first time was 1979, I migrated to the United States along with my father, brother, sister, and stepmother. We lived here in Wisconsin for about 3.5 years, until about 1983 to almost 84. We went back home to the Philippines. I finished high school over there, lived there until 1991, Then I migrated again here in the United States, and I have called the United States my residence since then. I have traveled back and forth to the Philippines home many times, almost every year or 2 years. But in the year 2000, my father died here in Wisconsin, and it was always his wish and will to be brought home and be buried home. So we did, my brother and I. And he is now resting in the beloved home of Camiguin Island. In fact, if you could actually Google Earth his grave. Toby has seen my dad's grave on Google Earth. I sometimes find myself doing a virtual visit to my dad's grave whenever I miss him. And I have not been home since the year 2000, when my brother and I brought him home. Can't afford it. It's really expensive to get home. What else is there? Yeah, I'm married with children. Yeah, many of you are familiar with that title. Even got a dog named Bui, or Tampers, which the other night when I was home, he was so excited to see me, he climbed up on me and peed all over me. Oh, I was gonna whack him, but they started giving me the puppy eyes. So all I could do was change my shirt. Hey, how can you whack a dog who's so excited to see you, right? It ends up peeing all over you. Yep. I got, let's see, got 5 kids. One is back home in the island, and 2 are living at home, Jackie and AJ. 2 of them have moved out. One is in Long Island. He's my eldest boy. And the other one is all grown up and living on her by herself. Lives in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. By the way, right now I only have 2 hours and 36 minutes left to drive. Now, I don't know how that's gonna work. The phone application, the recap, I don't think, see, PeopleNet, you can, it counts right down to the very last minute. But most recap, especially on a piece of paper, you can only do it by a quarter increments, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and then 1. So for example, 1.5, 1 hour and 25 minutes, 1.5 minutes. 1.75 is 1 hour and 45 minutes, roughly. So I don't know whether I can input like 11.37 hours. But either way, we'll try it later. Okay, as I said, I only have 2 hours and 35 minutes left. And I am currently about 1,528 miles to where am I going? Fontana? No. Brea. Oh, forgot where I'm going. 1,527 miles to Brea, California, by way of Denver, Colorado. Well, that was my update. Once again, I invite you, good people out there, to download the Grace to You application on your smartphone. GTY, it's a in-depth Bible study by John MacArthur. I have learned so much by listening to that free app. And there ain't nothing better than driving down the road, listening to endless time and teachings. And so for those of you who are curious and believers and wanted to know the in-depth teachings and the life of Jesus Christ, to whom I call Lord and King, I encourage you to do that. And once again, today is the day of salvation. Today is the day of salvation. Do it today, man. Do it today. Johnny B. Goodyear. Peace.